When thinking about Nigel Farage and the astonishing power that he commands, the power to turn the election, the power to pull focus, it's not that dissimilar to the power of Liz Truss. Now, you may say, oh my goodness, Liz Truss. Well, all you have to do is listen to The Rest is Politics and the interview, I can't remember how long ago it was now, with Kwasi Kwateng. And Kwasi Kwateng, who is one of the brightest people in the last government, and writes beautifully, speaks beautifully, but intelligence and cleverness and a way with words is not enough, because in the end, Kwasi Kwateng will simply be remembered for the prodigious package that he was expected to deliver and we were expected to admire at the direction of Liz Truss. That is all we will remember about Kwasi Kwateng, the package. And that is nonsense. He has become a figure of fun because he was involved with the month-long premiership of the saddest and most misguided Prime Minister that I think we have ever had in history. And she still doesn't know when to shut up because she is addicted to the one thing she can do, not unlike Farage. The one thing she can do is make noise and make headlines. And this is why Kwasi Kwateng, quite wisely and rather adroitly, rather brilliantly, observes she was promoted beyond her abilities by David Cameron and Osborne. Why? Because she generated headlines. They also like Priti Patel because she generated headlines. No doubt that's why subsequent prime ministers liked Suella Braverman, because she generated headlines. And similarly, Farage, because he generates headlines. Making noise. Making noise is a substitute for making sense in politics. In modern politics, it's all about the crashing cymbals. It's not about the substance or the reality. You hear people in the campaign will say, oh, it's not about personalities, it's about issues. No, it's not. It's about personalities and it's about noise. And the two people who are leading this election, Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak, are incapable of generating noise. They're both speaking from crib sheets, and they're both failing absolutely. So after last night's election debate, this thing that looked as if you were waiting for Graham Norton to advance forward and say that Britain has got nil point, you have no idea what the content was, really. £2,000 tax per year over a 5-year period. All these throwaway lines by both Sunak and by Starmer have been written for them. And there is no authenticity because they are not capable of generating noise in a way that Farage is capable of generating noise, in the way that Liz Truss cannot stop generating noise. Both Liz Truss and Farage should have been put into the House of Lords long ago, because that way that noise could be controlled. It's not noise we want. And if people are to be praised for their noise, then we should be promoting people who can be noisy. But we're not. We're promoting people who will conform, because that keeps the whips happy. Our politics is crushed by the expectations of social media and the desperation of the party political system to keep conformity. We have a more conformist band of politicians of all different political hue than I think we've ever had before. And at the same time, we have a media hungry for noise. It doesn't work, does it? So the only people who attract headlines are the eccentrics, or those who are prepared to put forward completely, staggeringly outrageous policies like Suella Braverman. And why are we surprised that Tufton Street dominates? Why are we surprised? Why are we surprised that Galloway can command attention? Because Galloway is another noisemaker. Galloway is brilliant, by the way. Don't underestimate Galloway. Don't underestimate Farage. Don't underestimate Liz Truss. Because these are the people who are playing to the social media demands. And the people with intelligence, and as I say, the top of the list is Kwasi Kwateng, but what will he be remembered for? The package. The prodigious package. He is a figure of fun because of Liz Truss. Because of Liz Truss. Let me be clear. Clarity was never something Liz Truss was ever going to achieve. It's all wishful thinking. But she'll continue to attract headlines because that is all she can do.